Kia ora folks, RDB, your local Bushman here. Well, got a lot to say, channel catch up, so stay tuned.
Kia ora folks, RDB, your local Bushman here.
Kia ora folks, RDB, your local Bushman here. Well, channel catch ups, we got a lot to talk about, so let's discuss it. Okay, so what's happening here with me in particular, Ras on RDB, Ras Does Bushcraft this year? Well, I've got a lot happening this year, okay? After having completed my Te Araroa Trail through hike, I've decided to do it again, try to do it again this year or next year, okay? I will be doing sections of it during winter. So there's a lot of information that's going to be thrown out. I've got a lot of reviews to get out, a lot of things to say about Te Araroa Trail because no one, even the big YouTubers, not mentioning names here or anything like that, but the big through hiking trail YouTubers are not mentioning Te Araroa Trail. It's a very underestimated trail, very underrated trail. No one talks about, and hey, who else to talk about Te Araroa Trail than the local himself, you know, who's already on YouTube. So I thought I'd get it from that perspective. I've got a lot of things to discuss about in terms of the food you can get. I mean, there's so much awesome places, the people you'll meet, the hostels, the great campsites, even some stealth camping tips for you guys out there along the trail. Tons of activities to do, different alternative routes you can do, things of that nature. So there's so much things that we can discuss on that all together. So look forward to having a lot of Te Araroa Trail content coming up this year. So much trail content, not funny. In regards to Project Distant Shores, okay, so long story short, I am studying filmmaking this year. Hold on, Tai-ho. I will talk about that soon. Now, Project Distant Shores, I was naive in the sense that I went in with the intention when I was through hiking, oh yeah, I can make a film in that. I can, but to be honest, it's not enough. Not the through hiking, but not enough footage. Now, I ended up with over 1.5 terabytes of raw footage of cinema 4K, so that's hours and hours of footage alone, interviews, different shots, history, narrations, everything about the trail, the POV of a tramper as you're hiking the trail. I even got that too. So there's a lot of footage I would like to get more of. Doing it during my study break, as I said, we'll discuss that soon. It will allow me to get some more footage that I need to. I really would like some more footage. I'm really passionate about this project. And as I said, I'm not sponsored by anyone. No one's sponsoring me on this thing. It's a one-man crew. I had to buy my own audio, everything. So I've upgraded my camera equipment, just freshly upgraded. Just freshly upgrading my computer as we speak, so it can pump out cinema 4K. It can handle up to 4.5K at the moment of raw footage. It's a beast. It's a render beast. Well, anyway, so there's that. So a lot of Te Araroa Trail footage coming back. I have a lot of things to say about Te Araroa Trail. Stay tuned for that, folks. It will be coming over the next few weeks. With my study, it allows me to have so much time to do that. Now, as I was mentioning, the studying. Well, this year I am studying. Yeah, I won't bring it up in short, but I am studying filmmaking. That's right, folks. I'm doing a diploma in screen production. Why am I doing it? Well, number one, the documentary. I want to pursue this as a career, part and parcel of the other things I'm going to mention, and part of my YouTube channel. I want to bring better production value to my YouTube channel. Now, I'm not looking for thousands of subscribers. If they come, you know, hey, aha, that's fine, Kate's pie. I'm happy with that. If they want to do that, it's fine. But I want to add better value to my small community. And this year, I'm really starting to drive a lot of community projects I have with other bushcraft through hiking YouTube channels and YouTubers to get the community rolling, because lately I've been noticing in YouTube it's just product placement. It's commercialism, it's materialism. We don't really need these things. We need the experiences of other people. We need the use of the gear, not how much it costs. You should go ultra light things. I'm not, as I said, I'm not bashing on anyone, bit of a rant here, but so yeah, I'm studying filmmaking, and yeah, Project Distant Shores. I want to improve it to with more knowledge than I currently have now. As I speak, I've got an assignment that's due in a couple hours, but that's alright. I can work the kinks out on that. As you can see, the mutton stash is back. When I start my through hike again, as I said, we'll be mentioning this later on, a couple months down the line. I'll be doing round 2. That's right, folks, round 2 of the Araroa Trail. So there's that. Now, as I said, reviews. I've got tons of reviews on these. These are Compodel see-through carbons. I've got a review on those. I've got a review on the Merrill Moab 2 wides. Okay, Merrill Moab 2. Both the Expedition large balance bags and the Sports large balance bags, and the Arm Peak Aspiration, and briefly my experience with the guiding light. As I mentioned before, I sold that to another thru hiker. He was coming from France, I believe. That's all I can mention. So there's that. Just quickly popping back. This is a hard drive completely filled with Project Distant Shores, the Araroa Trail Tramper documentary footage. That's one of them. It's 2 of them. So, as I said, not enough. What else? What else we got going on? Oh, yeah, that's what I got to mention. This year, I'm starting up 2 businesses, folks. Okay, folks? I am starting up a ecotourism business, okay? The ecotourism business is basically my bushcraft background and my passion with the land, and I'm working with some of the land blocks I am associated with. So, multi-land blocks, that is. So I'll have a chance to benefit and teach people my skills for a very low price. The whole point is not to create a full-time job. I'm going to be discussing this later on some of the values and things that Araroa Trail has made me realise, because as you can see, folks, I'm real amped up, you know. Araroa Trail, it gave me a fresh start on life. As you folks might know, there are some things that never change. As you folks know, I'm a Rastafarian. I knew what I was doing from the get-go. I knew I was going to do screen production. I knew these things, but it helped me elevate the life that I want to live and lead. Not a lifestyle, but the life, what is life to me. So it helped me elevate that. As I said, there's a bunch of reviews coming up about that. So there's an ecotourism business that's starting. Okay, so there's an ecotourism business starting. We're doing that in Raglan. I'll have more details later on as time permits. The second business idea, this is going to appeal to you guys. Now, I am starting up an outdoor gear manufacturing company. That's right, folks. So I'll be making tarps and specifically bivy bags. Now, I've always been a bit of a MYOG, make your own gearer. I've always been a DIYer. I have always had these ideas on some of the gears I've used along the years. So whether it be, as I said, not mentioning or bashing on big brand names, but I'll mention a few like Z-Packs or Sierra Designs, or even Carrymore. Just to mention names, not to bash on them, just to mention a few names, just to give you guys some ideas. Some outdoor manufacturers and some of the gear that's specific for bushcrafters and thru hikers, because quintessentially they are 2 different worlds, same principles but 2 different worlds. And just some of the gear that wasn't really designed or didn't work for other TA trampers and thru hikers along the journey that I met last year and this year. So there's some ideas I'd like to incorporate into designing my own tarp systems built for us end users, built for bushcrafters, built for thru hikers, for trampers, for people who like outdoor ventures and are very abusive on the gear. So the basis of that principle and the company will be very, very inexpensive and a full set. So you got everything you need. So it'll be pegs, guy lines, and the tarp, everything you need. Very basic designs, but I believe these are designs that are not being maximized to their full extent. Both in the bushcraft and thru hiking world, you'll notice that simplicity is the key. There's an old saying too, keep it simple. Some people say stupid, but I say keep it simple, silly. There's some outdoor manufacturers, as I said, not bashing on them. They've got gear design all wrong for the end user, maybe for product design and other people that might use it, lifestylers. As I said, I'm not bashing on anyone, but the problem with outdoor gear design and tarps and all these things these days is it's hyped up because of price or popularity or lifestyle. It's not built for an end user. Who's the end user? It's me and you. It's people who love the outdoors and passionate outdoors and are actually in it. So after, as I said, mentioning the Araroa Trail, it's made me realise that I'm a doer. I don't like talking and yapping about it. I do it. And that's what made me realise there's a lot of things that people are not doing. So I'm starting a small cottage outdoor gear manufacturing company. I've got my sewing machines. I've got quite a few. I've got a nice overlocker. That's a pretty beautiful one. Got heaps of materials coming out. I'll be going through the whole prototyping stage, designing different designs, different materials, different specs, different weights of the materials, different silicon coatings or PU coatings or whatever. And I'll share that with you guys openly. As I said, the whole point of this is not to be a millionaire. It's just basically to benefit the end user. Inexpensive, reliable, basic, does the job. That's all they need to do. So that's what my tarp designs and bivvy bags are supposed to do, okay? What else? Oh, there's so much, as I said, so much to mention. Te Araroa Trail Tales. Te Araroa Trail Tales is a new series that will be coming out this year, okay, folks? Te Araroa Trail Tales is about the experiences I've had with through hiking, some other tips and hidden things that people wouldn't notice planning to do Te Araroa Trail or have done Te Araroa Trail. As I said, the problem on YouTube and a lot of forums in that is people mention the South Island only. To be honest, I believe South Island is bashed to death with information about Te Araroa Trail. It is. It's beautiful country, as I said. I tramped it. I loved it. Me personally, as a bushman, as a bushcrafter, I love the bush. Always number one. So I've got a lot of different bush sections I'd like to mention on this channel this year. And Te Araroa Trail Tales will be that series dedicated for it. What else? I'm pumping out some more videos right now. I've got some scripts written. Yes, unfortunately I've had to go to scripts because there's a lot going on in my life, as you guys realise. As I said, I'm starting up 2 businesses this year. Upgrading computer, everything. So what I have been doing for the last couple of weeks, pretty much since I've been back from the TA, is just pretty much eating. Like, as I said, there's so much things I have to discuss about the Te Araroa Trail. It is not funny. You know, hiker hunger, it still affects me, and I'll go into that more in more details. Stealth camping, plants, insects, animals, different sections, tidbits. I believe that this in particular information will benefit the end user who is studying Te Araroa Trail in anticipation to through hike it. Now, as I said, the problem I found was studying different trails, and I've studied a few different trails that I don't plan on doing particularly, but just to see what their style is and what sort of terrain it is and what sort of people you meet and the food and things like that. And the problem I found is it's too generic. It's too, oh, you know, you got this town and everyone knows about that, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, there's a lot more information that could benefit people. In my regards for through hiking, coming from the hiker hunger perspective, is all the food places. Like, I've got tons of food places to mention. As I said, it'll be on the new series, Te Araroa Trail Tales, so stay tuned for that one. Alright folks, this has been a long catch-up video. As I said, I've been humming and hawing about what I should say and what things I need to do, but I thought I'll just blast it out, get it all out on camera, and then, yeah, of course the Illegal Fellas will be appraised of such things. Well, that's it folks, ka kite on all blessed trails, and I will see you again very shortly. See you later.